Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. The final episode of College Football 26 Road to Glory. It's hard to believe, but Jackson Wilson has reached the end of his college career. Yet it's the home finale against Nebraska, and then the Purdue Boilermakers, Wilson's team of the last 2 years, will hit the road for one last rivalry clash against Indiana. The Boilermakers, in order to extend their season to Bowl Week, they must win out. Nebraska enters this game ranked number 12 in the country. So if Purdue can pull the upset, they kill two birds with one stone. They spoil the Cornhuskers' playoff chances, and they reward this faithful here in West Lafayette with one last celebration. We've been through so much adversity, but regardless of what happens today, everybody's support has been greatly appreciated, and we will see you guys hopefully in the NFL on Madden 26. Like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you are new. Let's play some college football for the final time here on CFB 26 Road to Glory on Heisman difficulty. The Boilermakers defense gets the stop, and now they're going to try to take the lead on the 8-win Cornhuskers, who entered this game winners of 8 of their last 10. Here's the snap to Wilson. He's going to go right through the middle, and there he goes! Jackson Wilson, who's coming off a historic performance against the Fighting Illini in Champaign, picking up right where he left off as he broke loose on that 14-yard carry against Nebraska. Fresh set of downs for Purdue, as the Boilermakers go in the shotgun formation with Jackson Wilson off to the right. They'll be out of this play, providing protection. The throw is for Jorge Rico, and that's going to go incomplete to make it 2nd and 10. Well, we got a break in the action. If you guys have yet to make Jesus Christ your Lord and Savior, I pray that you would do so now. He is the way, the truth, and the life, and nobody may come to the Father except through Him. He's the reason I bring you these streams, and He's the reason I have an eternity in heaven soon. You guys can have that as well. You've got to put your faith in the Most High. It's not about what we've done, it's about what He has done. He paid the price that we couldn't pay, His death on the cross, His resurrection from the grave. Those that put their faith in Him are no longer sinners, but they are saved. And now we got a false start against Purdue. And it looks like it's on yours truly. As I tried to audible this into an HB draw, it's going to make it 2nd down and 15. We're going to run this again. They're going to be looking for us to pass. We get a good block on the left side, there should be an opening. Here it comes, the snap to Wilson. There he goes. Up the middle. Gain of about 4. I wish it was more. And that block was decent, but not good enough. 3rd down and 11 coming up for Purdue following the 5-yard penalty. Jackson Wilson with 18 rushing yards on 2 carries to get this game started. He's going to go to the outside and now cut over the middle. He's wide, but he can't get the first. Jackson Wilson slides down after making the catch. It's going to bring up 4th and 7. Purdue didn't really have another option there. He had to check it down. Now Nebraska gets the ball back, and they'll punt it away. So the Purdue defense getting some stops early. And we'll see if the offense can build off of it starting out from its own 39. This is a screen play for Wilson. Here it comes. One block, but that's not enough. Wilson picks up about a yard or 2 on his 2nd catch. Takes Purdue to the 40. 2nd down coming up. Ball at the 40-yard line, and they'll hand it off to Wilson. Pressure coming. Wilson getting to the outside. Cuts up the middle for a gain of 5. 3rd and 4 coming up for Purdue. Nebraska had the pressure on. They brought the blitz. Jackson Wilson with the quick reaction to avoid the loss and keep the ball moving forward. And now on 3rd and 4. Quarterback looks to throw. He's got a wide receiver open, and he's got it. First down, Boilermakers into Cornhusker territory. The defense gets a couple of stops, and now the offense is going to look to take control, put Purdue in the early lead. First and 10 coming up for the Boilermakers. Shotgun formation. Quarterback takes the snap. Corner strike. Wilson wide open, but he elects to go to the left side. That's incomplete. Quarterback will hit as he throws. Second down and 10 coming. It's going to be a run play for Wilson. Here it comes. Up the middle. And Nebraska brought reinforcements. They rushed in off the edge. No gain on the play for Wilson. It's going to bring up third down and 10. Eric Schaefer was able to bring him down. Third down and 10 from the Nebraska 45. Snap goes to Philbin. Throws over the middle. That's complete for a Purdue first down. Excellent job, guys. Great protection. And the wide receiver with great concentration hauled that one in, and despite getting sandwiched by two Cornhuskers, is able to maintain control, stay on his feet, get the first down, and secure the pigskin. Philbin takes another snap. Throws it over the middle again. There's a gain of 8. Jorge Rico coming up big for the Boilermakers. That's what we're going to need, a team effort. I talked about this at the conclusion of my last episode, giving a brief pregame on Nebraska. You're going to beat a nationally ranked team like this. Everybody's got to be on the same page. We actually do have a ranked victory this year. We knocked off Penn State 2 weeks ago here in West Lafayette. Trying to get back on the winner's track with a 4-6 record. We need to win out to qualify for a bowl game. On 2nd and 2, here comes Wilson. Wilson up the middle for the first down. So on 5 carries, Jackson Wilson has 30 yards here today. He's also made a couple of catches. Now see what Purdue's got from the 17-yard line. It's a Wilson screen. Great block. Wilson nearing the 10. And he's out of bounds at the 9. Wilson makes it 2nd and 2 on that completion. Purdue knocking on the door. They're already in field goal range, but they want to get that touchdown. They hand it off to Wilson. On 2nd and 2, Wilson dancing up the middle. Gained about 1. That brings up 3rd and 1 for Purdue. From the 8. Right out of the I formation. See what we got for him here. I'm going to go ISO. 3rd and 1. Blitz. Wilson gets the first down for Purdue anyway. Kiko Lowlams, I don't know if you're watching, but he made a command in the last episode, and it was simple. Feed him. Jackson Wilson wants the ball on 3rd down, and he converts and sets up the Boilermakers for a chance to get in the end zone. They're starting out at the 6. They start out in a screen formation. Now they're going to go to a slant stick. Here's the snap. Quick cut by Wilson. He can't make the catch. Quarterback went down to the ground as he absorbed contact right there. Boilermakers are bound to get on the board first, but the question is it going to be a field goal or a touchdown? Wilson looking for the touchdown, but there is nowhere to go. The Nebraska defense toughens up. 3rd and goal coming up from the 6. Let's try the screen. Here we go. Ooh, it's a good block. Wilson trying to get to the end zone. He's a 2 yards short. The screen play almost worked, but Purdue's struggles in the red zone continue. And the Boilermakers are going to have to settle for a field goal. Nebraska counters. It's 3-3 as we begin from the 37-yard line in our own territory. Wilson so far today with 50 yards. Quarterback takes the snap. Wilson coming with protection. The throw, and it's a beautiful one over the middle. First down, Boilermakers into Cornhusker territory near midfield at the 49. Hand off to Wilson. Tries to throw out a juke, but he's a yard short. Second down and 11. Snap to Wilman. He's got a completion right there. That'll get us back within striking distance on 3rd down and 7. How about a Z-spot dig? Stay in the pass formation. Watch me to the outside. If it's open, throw it. Throw it. Right here, right here. Incomplete, out of bounds. Wilson, the intended receiver, but the quarterback overthrew him, and you could see Wilson's frustration. See, if he was able to fit that in, that would have been a first down. And now we got a Nebraska touchdown to make this 10-3. Purdue football to start this drive at the 32. They hand it off to Wilson, looking for a block and getting a block. Wilson up the middle for a gain of 7. Second down and 3 coming up. Now Purdue goes into the pass. Wilson will provide protection this time around. Fake handoff. The throw to the sideline, hauled in. First down, Jorge Rico. Wilson providing that protection. Purdue looking to keep the sticks moving. Now trailing by 7. Handoff to Wilson. Pressure coming. Wilson trying to get to the outside, but the blocking still not good enough. That's been our struggle here at Purdue, the offensive line. If we had better blocking, this would be a different story. Pressure's coming. Wilson doing everything he can to protect his QB, and it pays off again. Had the wide receiver not dropped it. 3rd down and 11. Check this out. He was right there, but it was a terrible throw. And now it's going to be a 3rd and long. It's frustrating, man. It truly is frustrating. Here's the snap. Wilson through the middle, but the quarterback doesn't throw it until late. That's going to be incomplete. Quarterback, when I call for it, you got to hit me. There was nobody around me. So following that incompletion, defense gets another stop. And now we begin at the 20. Looks like Nebraska's doing everything it possibly can to put a stranglehold on this game. But Purdue's not letting them pull away easily. There's a throw over the middle. That's going to be completed. Hey, how about Jorge Rico getting some extra yards on that effort? Makes the catch about 5 yards in, then gains 3 additional ones to make it 2nd and 2. We'll take that. Now from the 28-yard line. HB stretch, Wilson. The block. But again, Nebraska's got plenty of help. 3rd down and 3 as they bring Wilson down. And now on 3rd and 3. Wilson doesn't care. He's getting right back in there. Up the middle. First down, Purdue. Wilson may have just lost a yard in his previous carry. He's not intimidated by the pressure. Again, Nebraska brought heat, but Wilson refusing to go down until he breaks the plane. Ball from the 33-yard line. It's a screen for Wilson. They bring pressure. And again, oh! They thought they had Wilson down, but he breaks the tackle. And now the ball comes out. Purdue is able to stay on top of it. And it looked like Wilson was down to begin with, so that wasn't even a fumble in the first place. Purdue will maintain possession after Wilson picks up a gain on that catch. It'll be 2nd down and 3 coming up. Let's run that again. Let's see if they're expecting this twice in a row. No, they're not. The blocking is there. Keep blocking. Keep blocking. Wilson, 1st down. A lot of fight being shown from the Purdue Boilermakers here today. They may be trailing 10-3, but they're knocking on the door, trying to get back in field goal range and make this a ball game, because it's worth mentioning that Purdue's got the second half kickoff in its back pocket as they hand it off to Wilson. Wilson trying to go up the middle. Gets about 1 yard, and that's it. It brings up 2nd and 9. Let's go into some double slants. 2nd and 9 coming up. Over the middle, complete. And it looks like another Purdue 1st down, and it is. Great job by the teammates. Great balanced attack. Now let's audible off this and go straight up the middle on an 0-1 trap. Hand off to Wilson. He'll begin from the 40. What a block by Wilson's teammates. And it creates another 1st down run. Oh, the fans have got a sign for Wilson. He's becoming a fan favorite here in West Lafayette. 1,029 rushing yards for Jackson Wilson in his senior season, and he is also nearing 1,000 receiving yards. He has been the ultimate dual threat for this Boilermaker team. 1st down and 10. They're going to stick with Wilson right here. This time off a screen. Wilson up the middle. Still going. Fighting for the 1st down. Getting 9 yards. Coming really close. They're going to go right back to him on 2nd and 1. The handoff. Wilson through the middle. Another 1st down for Purdue. Wilson sacrificing his body week after week for this team. Not afraid to get his hands dirty, whether it's at the wide receiver or the running back position. Is this the drive where Purdue gets in the end zone? Boy, do they need it right now. Here's the snap. He's got Wilson, but he elects to go to the left side. Incomplete. Intercepted. And oh, what do you know? Pick 6, Nebraska. I should have seen the writing on the wall. Our quarterback sells us again. And to make matters worse, I was open. But look what he does. Like, really? I gotta pause. You mean to tell me that you're gonna pass me up wide open, but you're gonna throw it at that contested... Sorry, y'all. I don't mean to get like this. But golly, this is frustrating. It's my last home game. And this is how you repay me? Unbelievable. And you wonder why I have my hands on the ball so much. It's for this reason right here. Because of careless quarterbacks, year after year. Jackson Wilson up the middle. He'll take the 1st down. Purdue takes its first of 3 timeouts. Hey, if it's open, I'm going to run it. I don't even care for the quarterback to throw this right now. I do not care. They're going to be giving me space right here. Go. Go. Keep going. Call the 2nd timeout. I'm going to get us in at least field goal range right here. That's my goal. Okay, after this run, do not call a timeout. Unless they stuff me, which highly doubtful because they're playing for the pass. Here goes Wilson again. 1st down. Hurry up offense. Hurry up offense. Go, go, go. from the 40-yard line. Trying to catch him off guard. Here goes Wilson again. Up the middle, and now they stop it. Timeout, timeout. Oh, man. Now we got to go to a pass play. Come on, don't you blow this. Don't you sell. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. 3rd down and 11. All right, you know what? Audible out of this. Put me in motion. Change my route. Go to the left side. Throw it. Nope, intercepted. Okay. And that's it. Second pick 6 of the game. I'll take the blame for that one. But the reality is, our quarterback sucks. Like, look how he throws this. He didn't throw a dart. He just lofted it up. And Nebraska takes this home to go up 23-3. All right, it'll be Purdue ball to begin the second half.
Okay, ready?
Tough way to lose our home finale and be eliminated from bowl contention. We had a rally started, but our gosh darn quarterback has to throw pick 6s. That first one, I mean, like I said, I'll take the blame for calling for that second one, but that first one is clearly on him. I was wide open in the middle of the field, and he chose to throw it to somebody contested. Wilson back up the middle, pushing his way up the gut. Going to bring up 3rd down and 1. Stick with what works. All right, they're going to bring pressure, so go to the corner strike. Put me in motion. All right, here we go. Pressure's coming. I got by him, and he missed me. Missed me wide open over the middle. I know, teammates, I don't know what to think either. This quarterback sucks. I'm sorry, but he does. We can't win with this quarterback. We can't. We've tried over and over and over. But he's just not the guy. He's better than the last one we had, to be honest, but I literally have to do everything on offense or we have nothing. There's a catch by Wilson for a gain of 5. Back to the screen again. They're not going to be expecting us to do this twice in a row. If they do, we tip our cap to them. Wilson in motion. Throw it. Nope. All right, 3rd and 5. Screen the other way. Why not? Come on, give me a block right there. Give me another block. That's all right. We'll take the 1st down. One thing's for certain, we're going to get ours. 58 receiving yards, 104 rushing yards today for Jackson Wilson. Tries everything in his power to get a rally started. Goes up the middle, but again, too much Nebraska defense. As they were ready for him. I don't care. The offense is going to keep running through me. I'm going to block for you here, quarterback. Come on. Get rid of it. Nice throw. 3rd down and 2. 24-3 Nebraska. Another screen play coming up as the Boilermakers look for the 1st. There's a good throw, and Wilson will get out of bounds and stop the clock. You know, 157 yards is decent had it not been for those 2 interceptions, which were both pick 6s. Stick with what works. Get out of bounds here. Give me another block. Let's get out of bounds. Keep going. Hey, keep spamming it. They're giving us that lane. Go again. Pressure coming. It's another first down. Block. Another block. First down, Wilson. I'm our only hope, guys. Keep doing everything in my power to get this done. Another screen play coming up. That's a beauty. Wilson out of bounds again. Why can't the blocking be like this all the time? Like, let's say, in a close game. 4,000 receiving yards in Jackson Wilson's career, and he's not even a wide receiver. Second down and 1 coming up from the 17. Can Nebraska stop it now? The answer is no. As a matter of fact, Wilson might just score a touchdown. He's 5 yards short. First and goal. From the 5. Another screen play coming up. The pass. Wilson. Perfect block. That's a touchdown for the Boilermakers. Purdue has life as Jackson Wilson takes them into the end zone. And they could trim this back to a 2-possession game. 24-9 on Jackson Wilson's 6th receiving touchdown of his senior year. The screenplay was working wonders here on this drive for Jackson Wilson. I'm telling you, and I was talking about this with the offensive line, if you give me good blocking, I'll take care of the rest. I've got the agility, I've got the speed to get this done. It's a team effort. Big stop by the defense. Now we got a first down from the 4. Back to the screen. Till they stop it, we're going to keep running it. Pressure coming again for Nebraska. Nothing but daylight for Wilson. He picks up 9 more yards on that catch. And now they spread it out on 2nd and inches. Here we go again. Wilson from the left side. And now it's batted away. They finally stop it. That brings up 3rd down and inches. Now they'll give it to Wilson on a handoff. We don't need much here, just a solid block for a fresh set of downs. Wilson makes a man miss, but he's stoned because our pressure or our coverage was awful. 3rd and inches, and we can't get a first down there. Unbelievable. We got the ball back again. And we have quality field position from the 42. See if we can't get another screenplay started. A flag is down. This looks like it's going to be on Nebraska, and yes, it is. We'll take it. The defense was offside. I think they knew that the screenplay was coming, as a matter of fact. We're so bold, we're going to run it again. Look at the numbers for Wilson. He continues to electrify defenses here for Purdue. Here's a catch, and actually that's a drop. That actually worked into Wilson's favor because had I made that catch, I would have lost 3 or 4 yards. All right, so they're on it, so let's go back up the middle. Keep feeding me. Gonna have to lead us back. Good blocking. Nebraska with some help. That brings up 3rd down and 3. Run it again. Come on, guys. Give me a block. Give me a block. Thank you. First down. Don't look now, but if Purdue can score on this trip, we're one defensive stop away from having an opportunity to tie this game up. Give me another screen to the outside. Wilson looking for a block. Getting a block. However, he didn't get much on that catch. All right, let's go to a Shark HB wheel. 19 seconds to go here in the 3rd. Here's the throw over the middle, complete to Wilson's teammates. Gain of about 3. This is a big drive for Purdue. They try to keep it alive here on 3rd and 6. Jackson Wilson with the juke. Teammates is right there. He makes the catch. And Purdue stays alive. All right, fourth quarter. We're going to start out in a Jackson Wilson rush from the 36. This will be the 27th carry of the night for Jackson Wilson. He's been busy. Wilson with the spin, but there's still 2 to 3 Cornhuskers on top of him. No protection whatsoever. All right. We'll go on the screen. I don't care. Go. Nope. Wow, we lost yards again on that. Well, that's a bummer. You know what? I'm going to go straight down the middle. Straight down the middle. Go. Throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it. Nope. Quarterback goes down. He eats dirt. We're going to have to punt it away. Give them credit. They stopped us. I did all I could to evade the pressure. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? They just turned the ball over. Now Nebraska's committing costly miscues. Come on, we got to take advantage of this right here. But Wilson again goes down off of the edge rush. Teammates, we got to block, man. There is no help whatsoever. Second down and 13. Even if we score here, it's beneficial. Second and 13. Wilson wide open over the middle. Come on, quarterback. Thank you. He finally hit me wide open over the middle, and that's going to be first and goal, Purdue, from the 4. Look how long it took him to throw it. The catch is made by Wilson. Honestly, wasn't expecting to get that till the last moment. That's why I slipped. All right, first and goal. Purdue looking for the end zone right here. What a game this has turned into. Wilson up the middle. He's spinning and getting to the 1. Second and goal, Purdue. I formation. Come on. Let's go, guys. We got to punch this in. From the 1-yard line. Wilson can't score. As a matter of fact, he loses 2 yards. Third down and goal coming up from the 3. And now we're going to go to the screen. This is really our last resort. This play has got to be perfect. Here it comes. Ooh, we got blockers. It's a touchdown for Jackson Wilson. His second of the game. And it's a single possession football game. Purdue, which looked to be out of it. I even said the game was over multiple times. That doesn't mean we stop playing. We keep battling. But man, had it not been for those 2 pick sixes thrown by our quarterback, just imagine the position that we would be in. But Jackson Wilson making sure to make his mark here in the final home game of the season. Another defensive stop for Purdue. Really, our defense has only given up 14 points here today. Maybe not even that. 10 points. If we lose this game, it's because of our quarterback throwing those 2 pick sixes. But Purdue, somehow, some way, trying to be reborn from the ashes. There's a good block for Wilson, who picks up 4 yards on that catch. Second down and 6 coming up. Throw it again. If they stop it, they stop it. It's going to be no one else but us right here. And they did. Big play by the Nebraska defense. All right, double slant. Third down and 11. Here we go. We need a big play. Need a big one. And it's complete over the middle. Do we go for it on 4th and 3? The answer is no. So Nebraska gets the ball back. We had an opportunity to tie the game. And we fall short. Nebraska gets a field goal to go up 10. A valiant effort by Purdue, nonetheless. And now the pass is complete over the middle for a gain of 4. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning here in Purdue's final home game. Now we'll go into a PA read from the 29. Wilson changing up his route. Cuts to the sideline. That's completed for the first down. Sideline catch by Wilson. Now the ball will be placed at the 38-yard line. Snap. Another throw. That's off the hands of the wide receiver over the gut. Incomplete. 1:47 left to go. 27-17 Nebraska, which once led this game 24-6. A pair of touchdowns by Wilson to get them closer. But the bottom line is our quarterback with 2 pick sixes that are proving very costly right now. They're playing back for this for Wilson. Wilson trying to take advantage, eat up as many yards as he can. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 with 1:39 to go. Ball from the 42-yard line. The snap. Looking to the sideline. Instead, they're going to go downfield, and that's picked off, and that's going to be the game. Our quarterback's a turnover machine. What can I say? That's his 3rd interception of the night, and Nebraska's in victory formation. So unfortunately for Purdue, there will be no bowl game for Wilson in his senior season. See if we can finish strong in the rivalry game against Indiana. If we can win that, we'd be 5-7 just like last year. I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't frustrated, though. Another valiant effort by Wilson. He carried the ball 30 times. Did everything he could to put the team on his back. Didn't always succeed. But more often than not, Wilson was there to make a lot of big plays, including this one, which he took in to get the score tightened up, to trim the Nebraska lead to 7. The Boilermakers then had an opportunity to march down and tie the game. They went 3 and out. And there are the numbers for Jackson Wilson. 30 rushes, 105 yards, 156 receiving yards. He's now over 1,000 in both categories here in his senior campaign. Look at that second quarter for Nebraska. That's when they had 2 pick sixes, including 1 to end the half. 3 turnovers by our quarterback in a 10-point game. And to think we could have upset these guys. Just like last week against Illinois. Missed opportunities, turnovers, killed us. We could have easily won both of those games. We could have easily been contending for a bowl. But instead, we're going to have to settle for a 5-7 record at best, just like last year. And, well, I suppose a win against Indiana would be nice. You know, nice to have bragging rights. But, man, it sure sucks that I put together these 2 performances, like the one you saw against Illinois where I had like 400 yards. And this one I had 261. We lost both games. Without me, there was no offense at all. I mean, we made a few catches, but as you clearly saw, when the quarterback threw to my teammates on the opposing sideline, he threw a pick 6. You know what they say, guys? Sometimes you're just not the better team. It's just not meant to be. Despite breaking the single-game receptions record for Purdue, Jackson Wilson and the Boilermakers take an L. It's kind of hard playing for an underdog team at times, but it is what it is, y'all. Can't be helped. Like, at this point, my individual stats are what matter the most. I mean, I'm still putting team first, but regardless of how this ends, I want to go to the NFL. There's brighter days ahead. And based on how we started our career as a 2-star running back, an underdog out of high school, the fact that we're even in the conversation for the NFL draft really speaks wonders and is very inspirational. Jackson Wilson has put in so much hard work for this team, whether it was at San Jose State, his freshman and sophomore year, or Purdue. So for the second consecutive week, Jackson Wilson named the Big Ten Offensive Player and the National Offensive Player. But of course, it comes in a losing effort. Now, this is a game we can't lose. Look at Indiana's conference record. They're 0-8, 1-10 overall. We have to close out on a win, guys. If we don't, that's just sad. But like I said, regardless, we're out of here. This is it, the last game of Wilson's college career here on CFB 26. Heisman difficulty. We're at the end of the road. I can't believe it. But at the same time, we technically aren't. One chapter ends, but the book continues. So, let's go to our weekly agenda. Let's knock out our studies for our final exam. Continue to sculpt those leadership skills. All right, here we go. Purdue and Indiana. Purdue picked up the victory in the battle for the old Oaken Bucket last year. Indiana here at home on their senior day will be looking for revenge. This has got trap game written all over it. Don't be fooled by that record. Indiana is due for a win, and I will not be surprised if it comes against us. But I don't want to think that. We're going to end this on a winning note. Think positive. One thing's for certain, we're going to ball out. I'm confident in that. If my teammates want to follow suit, that's up to them. So the Hoosiers get ready to take the field. A sellout crowd paying attendance to see this rivalry between the Hoosiers and Boilermakers. Both teams are long gone in terms of contending for the Big Ten or a bowl game. So this game will just be for bragging rights and bragging rights alone. Purdue will get the first possession. Jackson Wilson looking to cap off what has been a sensational college career with one final valiant effort against his biggest rival. We're going to come out in a rush from the 25-yard line. Wilbin hands it off to his superstar dual threat. He cuts up the middle for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd and 8 coming up from the 27. They're going to run it with Wilson again. The snap, the handoff, and Indiana's right there. Now 3rd and 7. Here comes a slip screen. Wilbin sticks with Wilson, and there's the blocking that Wilson needs, but he unfortunately can't get the first down. An early defensive statement for Indiana. But the Hoosiers remain scoreless. All right, let's spread it around a little bit. See if my teammates can get something going as we begin from the Indiana 31. Wilson will block for his quarterback. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's batted away, incomplete. Wow, talk about a bold move by the QB. My goodness. All right, back to the run. If anything, we're in field goal range. We don't want to squander that. Wilson does see an opening right up the middle, and he's going to exploit it and trug along for a first down. Jackson Wilson hungry for this rivalry game against Indiana as he looks to cap off his college career on a winning note. 1st and 10 for the Boilermakers from the 18 of the Hoosiers. Another running play for Wilson. There it goes. Wilson fighting his way up the middle for a gain of 4. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 6. All right, they're looking for the screen. Let's go back to the run. Come on, block to the outside. Thank you. Wilson gains 5 more. Now 3rd and 1. Now let's go to the screen. They're going to be looking for the run. So, go in motion, keep them guessing. Now we go back to the run. Nice decoy by Wilson, but the center is there for Indiana. Make the stop, and now it's going to be 4th and 2. Run it again. We're going for it on 4th down. Here comes Wilson. He's got the first down. Hey, just because you get me down doesn't mean you're going to do it twice. They did all they could right there. But the drive continues. Now 1st and goal for the Boilermakers. To throw it. It's complete over the middle. It's a gain of about 3 to the 5. Now they call for the screen to the left side. 2nd and goal, Purdue. Wilbin looking for Wilson. Pressure coming, but it's not going to be enough. Jackson Wilson fighting for the goal line. Comes about a yard short. 3rd and goal from the 1. Can we punch this in? The answer is yes. Wilson has a rivalry touchdown against the University of Indiana in Hoosier Land. And the crowd goes silent. The Boilermakers with the early statement that they needed. They don't want to end this season, especially Wilson's career, with a loss to a 1-win football team. Jackson Wilson, who has been sacrificing so much for his team week after week. He got shaken up last season and had limited playing time due to injury. But that just goes to show Wilson's been super impactful because of his resiliency, his tenacity. And he's been taking a lot of the pain even in certain cases because of how many hits he has taken. But that's the thing. Wilson's not afraid to get his hands dirty and put the life on the line for his team. And he wants to make that same impact in the NFL someday. He's looking to finish strong, improve his draft stock. He got all 4 of his education years at college. Now he's trying to defeat Indiana here in his final game. Wilson with a short catch. Going to bring up 2nd and 8. Now let's go to a slant. The teammates should be open up over the middle. I'm there for a check down if he needs it. Broken away. That was a risky throw there. See, immediately when I trust my quarterback to throw to the teammates, he nearly gets picked. All right, this is going to be risky on 3rd and 8, but we're going to go with the slip screen to the left. What kind of blocking was that? All right, so Purdue turns it over. I mean, I want to run different plays for my teammates, but I just don't trust this quarterback right now. I don't. We're going to go back to the screen. Yet again. Make the throw. Oh, I forgot we can't block. You just throw out that block right there, I got at least 10 yards. All right. 2nd down and 15. Purdue leading 7-0 over Indiana. Wilman takes the snap, throws over the middle, and that's completed for a gain of 7. 3rd down and 8. Now to the X spot. Going to leave it up to the QB here to throw to my teammates. He throws, that's complete. Come on, get that 1st down. Oh, 4th and inches. Coach, keep the offense on the field. What are you doing? That's what happens. Don't keep us on the field and then punt it away, and then Indiana ties the game up. All right, to begin the 2nd quarter, here's a handoff to Wilson. Wilson up the middle for a gain of about 4. Now on 2nd and 6. They hand it off to Wilson again. Another positive gain. This time he goes for 4. 3rd and 2 coming up. Run it again. Nope, didn't get it. Man, Indiana is showing a lot of fight here today. All right, the game remains tied 7-7. All right, now let's go to the air. Starting from midfield at the 45. They go in motion. Fake the handoff. They got Wilson wide open, but the quarterback gets sacked. Gosh, this team is so bad, dude. Screenplay. Block for me. Give me another block. Let's go. Is that a 1st down? Yes, it is. Jackson Wilson on 2nd and 17. Still able to make it happen for his team. Now we go back to the ground game. Wilson. Gain of 4. All right, to the pistol. Here's the snap. Fake handoff. Quarterback sacked again. Seems like every play I'm not involved in, disaster happens. 3rd down and 15. I'll be there for a check down if we need it. All right, it's caught. And again, Purdue has got to punt it away. Come on, teammates, I need help. I mean, the defense is doing its part, but offense has got to pick it up. I can't do this by myself. Indiana came into this game ready for me. They're keying in on me. The teammates have got to step up. Okay. We'll pick up the 4-yard gain there. 2nd down and 6 from the 38. Come on, come on. See if I can evade this. Yes, 1st down. Run it again from the 45. Come on, we need more blocking again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hard cut, 1-man miss. Wilson still going into enemy territory. Now we're hitting our stride. Go back to the screen again. This will be just like the Nebraska game. Until they stop it, keep going to it. Be bold. Be bold. Give me a block. Okay. 2nd down and 8. We're in field goal range already. Keep drawing that up. Block me again. Let's go. First down. Switch it up. Go to the right side. We got this Indiana defense head spinning right now. Go to the opposite side. Nope, the right side was ready for it. I would have been better off dropping that ball. 2nd and 15. This is a play for Wilson's teammates. The throw is in the dirt, incomplete. Quarterback didn't even get tackled there. It's just a terrible throw. All right, from the 29-yard line. Here's the snap. Hard cut by Wilson over the middle. The throw is complete for a gain of about 6. Unfortunately, we didn't get the first down, but we got the field goal. And we lead the Indiana Hoosiers 10-7. With 2:17 to go here in the first half. We'll begin this drive from the 45. Here's the snap. Fake handoff to Wilson. The throw is complete. Tight end able to secure it for a gain of 8. Let's see if we can get this snap off before the 2-minute warning. We do indeed. And Wilson's going to get the first down for Purdue. Into enemy territory we go. Wilbon takes the snap. Wilson providing pressure. And the quarterback nearly turns it over. Thankfully, we're able to recover. 2nd and 14. Wilson with a hard cut, quarterback sack. No, just throw a screen. Unbelievable. Come on, give me a good block. That was a terrible block. Only get 1 yard there. Going to bring up 4th and 19. All right, 46 seconds remaining here in the first half. Defense gets another big stop. Now the quarterback looking to throw. Wilson trying to provide that extra protection, but the quarterback's got nowhere to go. As a matter of fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. You know what? Run it. They're playing back for the pass. Run it. We got 2 timeouts. Go up the middle. Come on, keep going, keep going. Call that timeout. We got a 10-7 lead. If we don't score here, so be it. We just don't want to give them any life heading into halftime. Come on. Let's go. Hurry up offense. Hurry up offense. Handoff again goes to Wilson. Right through the middle. Wilson still going. Oh, he nearly broke free. Hurry up offense. Hurry up offense. 13 seconds to go. We got 1 timeout left. Run it again. Come on, give me a block. Let's go. Come on, come on. Into field goal range. Call timeout. Beautiful, beautiful. Jackson Wilson, ever the gamer, recognizing the defense formation and running the Purdue Boilermakers all the way into field goal range in a matter of seconds. Gets a pat on the back from his teammates, and that ends up proving big because Indiana scores a touchdown to begin the second half, and they take a 1-point lead. I'd much rather be down by 1 than down by 4. Now they go back to the Wilson rush. Wilson battling his way up the gut for a gain of 4. He's nearing 100 yards. Once again, it'll be the 3rd straight game that he's accomplished that. Jackson Wilson putting the team on his back. Another running play coming up. There's another first down for Purdue. Wilson with 103 yards on 19 carries. Now from the 39-yard line. 14-13 for Indiana. Wilson's going to run this again. They're in pass formation, and there goes Wilson again. Boy, he is really heating up here in the second half. Now we go to a corner strike. Change up my route here. Put me in motion. Wilson signaling to his quarterback. It's not open. Now it is, but the quarterback got sacked. Oh my goodness. This offensive line is costing us big time. On 2nd and 15, Wilson's going to look to get some yards back. Perfect block there. Wilson out of bounds after gaining about 11. 3rd down and 4. Here comes another screen play. Come on, guys. We need blockers again. Here we go. And it's not there. Indiana with the stop. It's going to bring up 4th and 9. Oh, my gosh. All right. Ooh, look at this. Starting out at the 21. Indiana must have just turned it over. Make them pay. Teams have made us pay for our mistakes all year. We're trying to make the same thing happen for Indiana. Wilson with a 1st down carry. 1st and 10 from the 10. Wilson, hungry. Up the middle for a gain of 4 more. To the 7. See what happens in a stick formation here. If it's open, hit me. I'm in motion. Keeping them honest. Now since I'm back over here, let's run it. Or will we? Throw the stick. Hit me right here. Caught by Wilson. Gain of 3. 3rd down and 3 upcoming. Huge play coming up for Purdue. It's going to be a handoff to Wilson. And he's pushing, and he's a yard short. But Purdue is going to keep the offense on the field. On 4th and 1, they're going for the touchdown. And now we got a timeout taken. Big play coming up. It's going to be a run play for Wilson out of the pistol. Wilson up the middle, and he stopped. Indiana stops him, and they remain ahead by 1. This offensive line is an absolute joke. Whenever we need 1 yard, I can never get it because we're getting so overwhelmed in the middle. Indiana fails to score. So we get the ball yet again. But this time we got to go the full length of the field. Going to start out with a Wilson screen. To the right side. Wilson with the 1st down. Oh, man. I can't believe we're still down right now. Flag comes in. Indiana. Flag on Indiana. That's offsides.
Offside. Defense.
We'll take it. We'll take whatever we can get here. 1st down from the 25. Or the 22, I should say. What kind of coach suggestion is this? No, heck no. Does he want us to lose? Like, RPO is a terrible idea in this situation. Go for the slant. There you go. Oh, keep going. That's what I'm talking about, guys. That's what I'm talking about. Nice work. All right, 1st and 10 from the 38. Let's send me in motion right here. Try to go to the sideline if it's there, and it's not. But the wide receiver teammate. It freed up space for him. See how both of them went for me? See, keep feeding me the ball. I'll open up the field for us. 2nd down and 1 coming up from the 46. Now they're going to go back to Wilson. Up the middle. Wilson for the 1st down. Brings it up to the 46. Slant play again. Quarterback takes the snap. Good throw, good catch. Oh, never mind, he dropped it. Dropped it at the last second. Okay, the HB toss is not going to be there, so let's try a HB blast through the weak side. Of course nothing's there. All right, 13 seconds to go here in the 3rd. Okay, I'm going to cut over the middle. Look for me. Nope. The middle wasn't there, so I tried to juke him back to the right. Why do I even call for that? The freaking quarterback's not going to make that throw. Field goal by Indiana. 17-13. I cannot believe we're losing this game. We were 1 yard away from getting a touchdown, and we couldn't punch it in. Because this offensive line is so freaking trite. To begin this drive, an incomplete pass. We got to get in the end zone now. 6 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Here's the throw. Fumbles it. Indiana ball. And he's going to pick it up and score a touchdown. I can't believe that's a fumble. He didn't even have control of the ball yet, did he? Frickin' BS. That's it. Teammates aren't getting the ball ever again. I don't care if the defense is looking for me. Every play is for me from here on out. His teammates are a freaking joke. Right on cue. Look at the offensive line. Terrible. Don't care. Slip screen. If we lose, we don't deserve to win. I do not care. This has officially set me off, guys. I've had it with these freaking teammates. I've had it. I'm going to be so glad to be out of here and off to the NFL when this is all said and done. This team wanted it more than us today. Unbelievable. I'm the only one on this Purdue team that wanted to win. The blocking's been just so brutal. We're about to lose to a 1-win Indiana team. Absolutely unbelievable. And that's a terrible throw because the offensive line can't protect the quarterback. This is turning into a rage episode. 4th down and 12. He's going to chuck it. And it's incomplete. You guys are a freaking joke. I'm not going to miss you at all. I am not going to miss this team in the slightest. Touchdown, Indiana. Getting freaking embarrassed. 31-13. Unbe-freaking-believable. Wilson up the middle. 154 rushing yards. Too bad it's not going to freaking matter. We're down by 18 points. All I needed was 1 yard, and this offensive line can't give me protection to save my life. And don't say, oh, Jackson, you still got to make plays. Good players do that. You see the moves I'm making on some of these? I'm spinning away from defenses, getting around people, and there's still guys on top of me. There's always reinforcements. I don't care if it's Indiana. I don't care if it was last game. There's always somebody that's on deck to stop me because I'm the only weapon that Purdue has on this whole team. Wilson, hard cut over the middle on third down. That's not a fumble! That's an incomplete pass! That's an incomplete pass! What are these refs calling? I didn't even have the ball yet because it was such a terrible throw. Put me out of my misery, y'all. Put me out of my misery, please. Get me off this freaking team. I wish our run on CFB 26 would have ended on a more positive note. But man, we balled out. That's the bottom line. We balled out here tonight. Look at us. 169 rushing yards, 30 more carries today. Absolutely unbelievable. Wilson just running it up the gut. I'm not quitting until the final buzzer. I know they want us to just kneel it and quit. I'm not doing that. You guys are going to give me space. I'm going to take advantage of it. No, call timeout. Call timeout. We ain't taking no knee. We're not surrendering. Heck no. This is going to be all me the rest of this game. They're in touchdown prevent defense. Just continue to run the football. I don't even care. Up the middle. There's Wilson, another first down. Hurry up offense. Still got one timeout. Wilson up the middle again. Hurry up offense again. Your boys staying active. I don't care what the score is. We are staying active out here. All right, timeout. All right, you know, let's run a screen. See if we can't get out of bounds with this. My gosh, this quarterback's a freaking joke, bro. Why doesn't he just throw it? Do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of my college career. This is probably the last play. And what do you know? We're turning it over on downs because there's no blocking in sight. Told you guys this was a trap game. I tried to warn you. Indiana kicks our arse. 31-13. They get redemption from last year. And enjoy your celebration, you freaking scrubs. You just beat a team of even more scrubs. Get me out of this travesty. This is ridiculous. I never thought I'd be saying this, guys. But I am so glad that my college career is over. I know you guys expect me to say I'm going to miss it. Honestly, I'm not. I'm sick of these offensive lines and these blockhead quarterbacks. Sick of it. But I'm going to calm it down because I want to keep a joyful heart and a grateful heart. Because I am a follower of Jesus Christ, after all. But I think I have every right to be frustrated. We had an opportunity on 4th and goal from the 1 to punch it in. All my teammates had to do was protect up the middle. Is that too much to ask? This coach doesn't even go into single back formation. That's not even one of the options in his playbook. Single back formation would have been perfect right there. But no. Our coaches suck. Our teammates suck. This team sucks. But I kind of expected that going into the season. We're only a 69 overall team. I had 287 yards in this game, and we took a freaking L against our rivals, Indiana. And look at Indiana's record. They didn't have a single conference win the whole season until they played us. Thank goodness this is over. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the CFB 26 Road to Glory for Axon Jackson Wilson. 2 seasons at San Jose State, and then 2 seasons at Purdue. Didn't really do much in those 4 seasons as a team, other than go to a couple bowl games, which we got embarrassed in because our coach didn't know football. And then here at Purdue, 2 losing seasons. We go 4-8 in my senior campaign. I'll tell you what, ever since we upset Penn State, we have not been the same team. And I have put together 3 dominant outings to end this year. You know what? I mean, I was going to show you guys these anyway, but here's a look at my final stats. I got a lot more action at the running back position this season. 245 carries for 1,286 yards, 5 a carry. Got 6 touchdowns, finished with 14 for my career. And now to the receptions. My second 1,000-yard season in that department. I set an all-time record for receptions with 194 catches. I broke my own record, which was set at San Jose State in 2028 at 178. That continues to be my best season in terms of total yards and touchdowns. But that was San Jose State. That was an easier conference against easier opponents. This is against Big Ten foes. And I still had 5 touchdowns, over 1,000 yards in 12 games. I would have had 1,000 yards last season had I not gotten hurt in the second half of the season. But it's part of the journey, guys. It's not always going to be perfect. I originally landed a scholarship with North Carolina at a high school, but I was the 4th string running back, so I didn't really get much action. So I moved into a new chapter. I transferred as a redshirt freshman to San Jose State, and that's where my playing career began, basically. And your boy showed out. As you can see, I'm over 4,000 receiving yards for my career. That's an average of 1,000 per season. And I'm not even a running back. And then in terms of rushing, I was close to 2,000. As a matter of fact, I think I did get 2,000 yards. Let me do a little bit of quick math in my head. 1,286 plus 459 is 17,045. Yeah, and I did get over 2,000 rushing yards, if my math is correct. So, not bad for a dual threat. All right, that's going to do it for my career recap. Let's advance into the postseason, see who won the Natty. And let's close the old book on our CFB 26 Road to Glory. At least in the college chapter. 3 consecutive weeks in which Jackson Wilson was named the Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week. I could care less about these individual recognitions. Our team got embarrassed. That's all I really care about. Yeah, I really got nothing else to say, guys. We're coming to the end of this series. The time has definitely flown by. Seems as just yesterday we were starting our freshman year at San Jose State. And now, we're ready to hopefully move on to bigger and better things, aka the NFL. As you can see, yours truly finishing with that strong GPA. I not only shined on the field, but I got my degree in mass communications. That was my major in real life. Went to school to be a broadcaster. Originally wanted to be a famous professional one, but that didn't happen. But guess what? God still gave me the opportunity to broadcast. That's all that matters. And I'm doing it for y'all. It's tougher for me to broadcast while I'm playing at the same time, but I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job. I mean, I've gotten positive feedback, and I really appreciate all the love, guys. I humbly receive it. But we got a lot more room to grow yet here on this channel. I'm excited to see what the future holds. Not just for my player, but for myself in real life. All right, let's advance past the conference championships. More hardware to add to my trophy case. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2030 Walter Camp Award winner, Jackson Wilson, a.k.a. the entire Purdue team. The Maxwell Award winner. Look at this recognition we're getting, guys. Oh my goodness! Your boy went from being a 2-star underdog to a Heisman Trophy winner. What a way to end our CFB 26 road to glory. The only thing that would have made this better was, I guess, a bowl game and definitely a national championship. But my gosh, playing for Purdue without an offensive line on a weak team in one of the toughest conferences in America. Yours truly is the best player in college football. Wow. Have you ever seen a Heisman Trophy winner come from a 4-8 squad? That just goes to show the performance that we put forth. For those of you just tuning in, look at this. You're looking at a Heisman Trophy winner. Our team only went 4-8 on Heisman difficulty, but your boys showed out. NFL teams are going to be coming calling after seeing this. I humbly receive this by the grace of God. And hold on, we're not done just yet. That's 4 awards won by Jackson Wilson here in his senior campaign. Doak Walker Award. First team All Big Ten. That's the 4th consecutive year that I've been named All Conference. First in the Mountain West, and now in the Big Ten. And I was named to that despite being injured the last 4 games. First team All-American. And I also had a high GPA. So I probably made the all-academic team as well, even though they probably don't recognize that on CFB. Wow, this episode really took a positive turn in a hurry. We won 4 individual awards, including the Heisman. Wow, absolutely unbelievable. You know, we didn't get much team success throughout my college career. But man, the ultimate goal, I mean, obviously I want to win. But I knew there were some bigger fish to fry. And looks like we're going to be having a celebratory cookout. Because yours truly is a multi-award winner and a Heisman finalist and recipient. The Heisman is given to the best player in college football. And, I mean, I don't want to sound biased. I don't want to give myself self-glory. But I'm kind of not surprised now that I really look back on it. Because I had the all-time receptions record as a running back, dual threat. And I was over 1,000 or 2,000 rushing yards for my career. And I had over 4,000 receiving yards. And I had 1,000 plus apiece in what was a dominant senior campaign. Team record aside. We only went 4-8. We had an embarrassing finish. But your boy was definitely a bright spot. In the midst of all that darkness, a servant of the Lord shone in the midst of adversity. You know what they say? Sometimes God chooses the darkest and toughest trials for His strongest warriors. An angel shines brighter the darker it becomes. And because of that, we're radiating. All glory to God for this journey. It wasn't necessarily what I wanted in terms of team success. But you know what? If you would have told me I'd be holding a Heisman Trophy when I began my college career, I would have laughed at you. And not only me, but the critics. Nobody thought I would be a player of this caliber. Nobody. But that's why we play the games. Because you just never know. Let's make the final upgrades to our IQ and our route running. I'm going to say it again, y'all. Just imagine if I had a good offensive line in front of me. Your boy still won a Heisman Trophy and still put up over 1,000 yards in both departments, receiving and rushing, despite playing for this team. Sorry, Purdue, no disrespect, but y'all are bad. I know I didn't have championship expectations coming in, but man, I thought we'd finish better than this in terms of team, but you know what? I could care less now. I'm walking out of here with a Heisman and several other trophies to boot. I know it's not about the trophies. Those are all going to melt away someday. Most importantly, giving the glory to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for giving me the skill to get this far and to bring you guys this content. All right, let's see who our final national champion is going to be. Wow, check that out. TCU, the team that beat us the second week of the season. For the second consecutive year, we played against the national champions. We lost to USC in conference play a year ago. They beat Clemson 45-24 to win the 2029 Natty. And here in 2030, TCU, what a moment for them. After this embarrassment in 2022, their program resurrects. They return to the promised land as a different team, and they knock off the national champion from just 2 years ago, the Miami Hurricanes. What a moment for the Horned Frogs. And that's a Christian university, which makes me even more high-spirited. Congrats. Another team that plays for the glory of Jesus Christ. See, at the end of the day, Christ won in both the national championship and on my journey. Wouldn't have it any other way. His ways are higher than our ways. Now, before we leave for the NFL, let's take a look at our trophy retrospective. Check your boy out. Now, we unfortunately couldn't repeat this in my senior year, but we knocked off Indiana to win the Old Oaken Bucket, and we also beat Illinois to win the Purdue Cannon. That came in my junior year. We lost to both these teams as a senior, but man, my performance wasn't the reason. I mean, yeah, we all could have done more, but but I had almost 300 yards. And against Illinois, I had like 400, 500 yards. And we still didn't win because of missed opportunities and our quarterback being a turnover machine. Our quarterback probably led the league in turnovers. I would not be surprised to see that. But it is what it is, y'all. I mean, San Jose State and Purdue were really the only teams that were giving me the best offers in terms of being a starting running back. I mean, I was willing to play anywhere. Anybody that was giving me a shot, even if it wasn't a national championship team. If anything, that allowed me to be a cornerstone, a centerpiece. And that's exactly what I was at San Jose State. I broke records with the Spartans, and I did the same thing with the Boilermakers. That goes to all the critics that thought I wasn't going to do anything. Oh, he played in the Mountain West. Of course he's going to go off. He won't do the same in the Big Ten. Well, I hate to break it to you. I probably had the best season ever as a senior. It was definitely the best year of my career because I won a Heisman. So where are all the doubters now? The critics have been silenced. And that's happened time and time again here on this channel. So, that being said, let's take one last look at our individual trophies. The Doak Walker Award, which is given to the nation's top running back, yours truly. The Heisman Memorial Trophy. It's awarded annually to the outstanding college football player in the United States by the Heisman Trophy Trust of New York City. The Maxwell Award, presented annually to the best college football player in the U.S. Walter Camp, the most outstanding college football player in the United States. That's actually the second year in a row that I've won the Doak Walker. And there's that bowl championship that we won at North Carolina with me riding the bench as a cheerleader. So we got 8 total awards. I'll definitely take that. All right. It's time to bid college football adieu. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackson Wilson is leaving for the NFL. And we are going to be exporting our player to Madden, and that's one of the unique features of EA Sports. You can play your career at the college level and then move on to the NFL. Pick up right where you left off. And that's exactly what we're going to do. In Madden NFL 26, a new series coming your way soon here on Ladder of Light Gaming. Thank you guys for all your support and for tuning in to College Football 26's Road to Glory, starring your Heisman Trophy winner, Action Jackson Wilson. May the peace that passes beyond all understanding and the unconditional love of Jesus Christ be yours today, in His holy and almighty name.